Today we're going to play with a more maintenance-like flow today. I hope that this won't be too long. And we're going to start with slower movements and slowly build the flow up into sort of a more one breath, one move like type of class. And when we get really going and when we get everything moving, we're going to drop right into just stillness. And the idea is that we're going to find the contrast, and by finding the contrast, we're going to drop into it deeper than normal. That's the idea. And as usual, if you need to take it easy, if you need to take a pause once in a while, you need to modify sometimes, things that I guiding you to do in the class doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do it, right? Your practice, you're the boss. So, we are going to start with just being on our hands and our knees. In fact, let's tuck our toes, sit onto our heels, and come up to sit. And from here, we're going to just grab our left big thumb with our right hand and pull the thumb towards our wrist. And we're going to do it one at a time into your index finger. I'm just going to warming up the palm and the wrist a little bit. Your middle finger. Your ring finger. And your baby finger. Now pull all of your four fingers back towards your wrist, your elbows. And when you're ready, do the opposite, pulling your fingers towards your elbow pit. Now from here, reach your left palm forward, and with your hand, pull your thumb towards yourself, just a touch. Some of us will have a lot of flexibility. I'm not very open in my hands. Some of us will even be able to touch ourselves. If your feet are crying, that's great. Keep that. And draw your heels towards one another. Maybe open your knees a bit wider. Now shake this left hand, switch hand, right hand. Thumb, index, stiff middle finger, ring finger, and baby finger. Once again, four fingers towards yourself. Push the heels of your hand forward. And the opposite, pulling your fingers towards yourself, the back of your wrist open. Now push your palm forward, lift your fingers up, and pull your thumb towards yourself, just the thumb. When you're ready, give your hands a little shake, maybe turning your wrist and trying to stay soft in your jaw, even though your toes may be crying a little bit. And from here, lift your hips, softly land your hands on the floor, and point your toes back behind you. Very nice. Now as you inhale, drop your stomach, drop your chest, and lift your heart, lift your tail. And exhale, round the back, puff your heart up into the sky, face down. Inhale, drop your belly, heart forward. And exhale, rounding in the back. This time, inhale, belly down, heart forward. Lift your head and maybe lean back a touch without crunching your back of the neck. Keep your neck long, but lean back with your whole back of the head. And feel your upper back starting to light up. And exhale, head down, round your back, draw your belly in. Now press the top of your feet and lift your knees off of the ground, maybe just a tiny little bit. Inhale, knees down, belly down, and reach your heart, head up, lean back. And exhale, press your toenails round the back and lift it maybe even higher, as high as you can. And feel that the front of your feet starting to stretch long. And from here, once again, lower your knees, heart forward, inhale. And exhale, press your toes. This time lift up and maybe even lift your hips backwards, finding kind of a downward facing dog, stretching the front of your toes. And even as you here, draw your heels, inner thighs towards one another and lift your belly super high. And from here, squeeze your thigh round the back and forward, and slowly at the same time simultaneously land your knees. As your knees down, drop your belly, reach your heart, inhale. And exhale this time, keep your heart reaching forward, drop your butt back towards your feet. Inhale, round your back and come forward, shoulder above the wrist. And exhale, drop your belly, reach your heart. Inhale, keep reaching your heart, your hips back. And exhale, rounding through the back. One more like that. Inhale, belly down, heart forward, keep reaching. And exhale, hips back, heart long and forward. And feel the difference between your upper and bottom part of the spine. Slowly looking down, round your spine, round as far as you can. Keep your belly drop in. And slowly keep your back rounded. Lower your thighs, lower your hips, soften your elbows. And slowly release your chest as you come down onto your chest and your forehead. Now from here, lift your elbows and squeeze your shoulder blade behind you together. And imagine you're trying to touch your elbows at the smallest part of your waist. And as you inhale, slowly lift your head. And once again, lift and lengthen, push your head back just a touch. And exhale, releasing. This time, inhale as you lift your hands as well. And then exhale, releasing. This time, press down, lift a little bit higher. Keep the feeling you're reaching your elbows together and your front of the spine, lengthen, lean back with the head. And exhale, look over your right shoulder and slowly from here, soften your elbows and roll and lie onto your left side body. Walk your left hand a little bit forward, bend your elbows. So you're reaching your elbow away from the waistline. Now right hand walking in front of your hips. And from here, allow your spine to slouch. It's like you're dropping. And feel your armpit starting to lift up. And reach your elbow away. Now from here, bend both of your knees and stick your butt back. Just a touch behind you and look over your right shoulder. Now from here, press down through your left leg, your shoulder no longer up to your face. And bend your top leg. So this foot stepping just in front of your left thigh. If your thigh and your right foot has a space, walk this thigh a little bit further forward, the left thighs, until they touch. From here, once again, stick your butt back, push your knee, and looking over your right shoulder. As you're sticking your butt, begin to roll your shoulder blades together. And from here, lift your right arm up, inhale. And exhale, roll shoulder blades, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze elbows together and press your hands behind your back. Now from here, roll yourself all the way onto your bum and keeping your legs crossed. Keep rolling your shoulder blade together and lift your chest forward and up. Inhale. And exhale, press through your left heel, squeeze your butt and lift your hips off of the ground. And try as best as you can, think about spreading the front of your hip bone where the crease is between your belly and your thigh. And lift your hips even higher. And slowly from here, releasing your butt back down. And taking up half your chest. And exhale, leaning towards the left side. Again, left hip down, left foot down. From here, straighten your left leg a tiny bit, but keep your knee a tiny bit bent. Press the edge of your foot down and press your right foot, the one in front of you, down. Walk your left hand maybe a tiny bit more forward. Spread your fingers. So you push your shoulder away from your hips. And feel that even as you're here, you can lift the side of your body up already. Imagine you're squeezing the left side body really, really short and condensed. From here, press through the left side edge of your left foot and slowly lifting up through the side. Lifting your right arm. Bend the elbows, squeeze and cactus through the arm and feel your shoulder blades very lightly drawing towards one another behind you. And from here, pressing through the edge, squeeze your bum, lift the side body. Maybe you come onto your right tippy toe. Maybe you even lift your right knee up in towards the ceiling. 2 breaths right here. Maybe you even reach your right arm forward onto the side of the face. Now from here, lift your right arm up in towards the sky, look into the front of the mat. And as slowly as you can, step this right foot forward to the front of the mat. And keep your right hand super lifted at the same time. Thumb. Your right foot in the front of the mat. Walk your right hand underneath the shoulder, bend the right knee. Squeeze your left thigh and lengthen the spine into the sky. Inhale. And exhale, open the chest, right arm leaning back, rolling open through the chest. Take one more inhale right here. And exhale, slowly, hands swimming forward and all the way down, inner side of the right thigh. And take an inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, folding. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, your left heel down, toes pointing to the long edge of the mat. Your both hands stay here to start with. And your right shoulder press into your right inner thigh and create a little bit of traction. As much as you're pressing back, push your inner thigh into your arm at the same time. So you feel your inner groin starting to cry a tiny bit. That's kind of the point. And your free hand, walk it as far towards the left, top left corner of your mat as you can. Now grab the floor with your fingertips and pull your left hip through your left side body backwards and away from this finger. And you'll start feeling perhaps in your armpit, the side of the ribs inside of your body starting to lengthen. And take one more breath right here. Ooh. And from here, walking your hands through the center, the long edge of the mat. Keep your legs like this to start with. Your right hands come underneath your face. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine, stick your butt back behind you. And exhale, squeeze your legs and turn, evolve the chest, left side, left arm up. As much as you're lifting your arm, leaning back, think about you pushing your shoulder back, but your hand forward at the same time. So you're doing two opposite directions. And from here, slowly reaching your left hand back down to the floor. We'll switch side, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, open, right arm. Shoulder back, but arm forward. It's almost like you're pushing something in your hand that you can't see in front of you. Fantastic. Slowly, hand down towards the floor. Take an inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, bending your elbows and fold. Any amount. And from here, walking your hands to the front of the mat again. Lifting your back heel. And take inhale, lengthen your spine forward, bend your front knee, lift your chest, lift your chin. And exhale, press down, round the back and step your right foot back of the mat. And one long breath to set it in. As you inhale, lift your heels, squeeze the front of your thigh, round your spine and come forward into super high plank. And exhale, come as far forward as you can. Bend your elbows, maybe through chaturanga. Lower your hips, keep your shoulders squeezed in and up. Take it inhale, point your toes back and squeeze your shoulder blade, lift your hands. And exhale, lower your chest, kissing the tip of your heart down to the floor. This time, press down. Inhale, use your hands, lift high into a high cobra. Any height you can feel good. And exhale, looking over your left shoulder. From here, lift your right shoulder up and slowly rolling to lie onto your right side body. Left hand walking towards your face. And walking your right hand a little further forward, lift your elbow and let your shoulder sink and melt towards the floor. So you feel the sims on the side of your body, just having a little stretch. And as much as your shoulder lifting up and you're feeling that lengthen, breathe right in your armpit. Now from here, press down, reach your shoulder away from your face and walk and step your left foot in front of you, bending at the knee. Making sure your toes and your knees pointing at the same direction. And from here, bring your bottom leg closer towards the ankle and push your left knee away from your face and stick your butt back, reach your heart up. Have to move a little bit more forward to make space. And from here, squeeze your shoulder blade towards one another, reach your left arm up. Keep squeezing your shoulder blade until you turn and evolve the chest up. Find your left hand towards the floor. Roll and lie onto your bum. Your right foot facing the floor. And from here, roll your shoulder blade towards one another and puff your chest up. And keep flexing that left foot. One more breath right here, puffing your chest higher. And exhale, pushing your left knee away from you using your buttock. Now from here, imagine the heel pressing from your right butt cheek through your back of the thigh, through your ankle, through your foot, and push all the way down to lift the bum. And feel that it's your glute, the outer side of your right bum, starting to work. Maybe even reach and spread the front of your chest, the front of your hip point, and lift your heart even higher. And slowly releasing your hips back down. Walking your right hand where it is, turning yourself so that your right hip coming down, lift your left arm and slowly swimming. And from here, keep your left arm up. Walk your right foot a little bit closer towards straight. Press the edge of your foot down. As you inhale, push your foot against the right foot. Lift up, left arm up. Maybe even cactus the arm to puff your chest up into the sky. And bonus point, if you think about sticking your butt back, tighten your whole waistline. Imagine wearing some kind of corset. You're making it really, really small and puff your chest up and away from it. From here, maybe reaching your left arm overhead. Option stay, or maybe lifting your left knee off of the ground for 3, for 2, and for 1. And from here, looking into the top of the mat. Press into your right hand, press into your right back toe, and slowly, the slowest step you can, make it into the front of the mat. Your left foot land, right hand come onto under the shoulder. Squeeze your legs, reach your spine forward. Inhale. And exhale, open the heart. Lift your left arm, open the chest. And slowly reaching your hands back down. Left hand inside of the left foot. Push your elbow into the inner thigh into your left elbow. And walk your right heel down. And your right arm away from your right foot. Some of us, you have more space, you walk forward. Some of us will walk towards the left side even. So we're trying to find an arch in your right side body. Push into your back heel. Maybe even lift and spread your right toes and feel your bottom foot starting to lift up. And think about you trying to draw your right hip towards the left side. And keeping your leg where it is, walk your hands to the front of the mat, or the middle of the mat. So take an inhale, lengthen the spine, keep spreading your left knee back. And exhale, folding any amount. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, this time walking your hands to the front of the mat. Lift the back heel, lengthen the spine. As you inhale, bend the front knee, sink your hips. And exhale, press into your fingertips. Lift your left foot floating, perhaps all the way back. Downward facing dog, spreading your palm. And one more breath to set it in. In this downward facing dog, bend your knees deeply and press your heels towards the floor. If it doesn't touch, that's okay too. Think about you're sinking your heels to the direction of the floor. And from here, when your heel has touched, or as far as you can touch, begin to think about you're trying to lift your back of the knee up and spreading the back of your knee. And you feel we're biasing the back of your calf muscles. These are being stretched right now. Let's do it one more time. Bend your knees, press your heels deeply. And begin to spread the back of your kneecap and lift up through the back of your knee. Think about your sits bone, your back of the bum lifting up into the sky. Ooh. From here, lift the heels, squeeze your front thigh, round the back forward, high plank. And exhale, maybe hover for a second in chaturanga. Lower your hips, roll your shoulder back and up, toes back. Inhale, lifting your hands into a little cobra. And exhale, lower forehead, chest, chin. Once again, press into your hands, lift into a higher cobra maybe. Next, looking over your right shoulder, rolling side of the body. And from here, immediately bend your right knee, stepping in front of you. Bend your left knee, lightly press after your foot. We're going to come up into a little plank. Inhale, lift up that variation of the side plank, right arm up into the sky. And exhale,
Keep making big circle with your right hand, reaching over into the ceiling and forward in towards the front of the mat. From here, press the edge of your foot, maybe even float your right knee up in towards the sky. One breath more. Now from here, look into the floor. And this time, once again, lift the back of your heel and slowly make big movement. Your right foot to the front of the mat. As you step, bend the knee, lengthen the spine, inhale. And exhale, reaching shoulder, arm away, but push your palm forward at the same time. And from here, this hand reaching up and over the side of your face and all the way forward into the front of the mat. And from here, lower your left knee down, squeeze your leg. Your left knee pulling forward, right hip pulling back, and slowly round your spine, come up, arms into the sky. Inhale, reaching your heart forward. Maybe even lift your shoulder up and lean back with your both arms. And exhale, navel in. Slowly reaching your arms forward. As you're reaching your arm forward, straighten your right leg at the same time. Ooh, toes point up. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. And exhale, folding deeply into yourself. And this time, inhale, lengthen, step your right foot down. And exhale, lifting and pressing your right foot, floating your left foot up into the sky. And pushing your right hip away from your face, lengthen the spine forward. And the top of your head forward. And exhale, folding and lifting your left big toe. And just one more inhale, lengthen the spine forward, right hip back. And exhale, folding deeply. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward, right hip back. And exhale, bend your left knee and round into your chest. And from here, hover your left foot above the ground. Keep your left leg straight if you can. And suck this whole leg bone up into your hips. Now spread the sole of your foot as you step down. Bend your knees, lengthen your spine as you breathe in. Exhale, breathing deeply, folding. Inhale, pull the mat towards your toes, lengthen your spine and feel your chest reaching forward. Exhale, suck your belly in, lift up through your back leg, through your sits bone as you fold in towards yourself. Push your fingertips forward as you fold. This time, inhale, bending at the knee so that your thigh come halfway. Suck your belly in and up. Begin to reach your arms forward. And from here, rounding through the back and slowly reaching your arms hard forward and up into a chair. And exhale, press your palms together. Push into your heels as you come up into a standing position. Inhale, reach your arms back and roll your shoulder, elbows together. And roll up. It's like you're hugging the sky. And exhale, open your arms, squeeze your heart as you fold. Your chest forward, soften your knees. And your stomach over your thighs, fingertips down. Inhale, reaching your spine forward, lengthen, pull the mat towards your toes. And exhale, spread and press your palms and step back. Downward facing dog once again. Inhale, lift the heels, squeeze the front of your thigh, round. Next up, bend the elbow, maybe hover for a moment first before you lower your hips, point your toes. Inhale, roll your shoulders, lift your hands, lift your face, lift your shoulder high up. And exhale, hands down, chest, shoulder, face, and chin. And inhale, pressing down, lifting high up into a higher cobra. Squeeze your butt. And exhale, looking your left shoulder, lift and round and roll towards your right side body. Bend and lift your left knee and step the foot in front of your hips. Bend both of your knees to stick your bum. And from here, your right knee just a little bit bend, press the edge of the foot. Inhale, push down, lift the side of your hips, left arm up into the sky. And exhale, as much as you're pushing, squeeze your shoulder blade and make big circle. Keep squeezing the shoulder blade. In your circle, reaching forward. And maybe even towards the direction of the floor. Keep pressing your right shoulder away from the hips. Maybe you even float your left toes up and away from the ground. One more breath here. From here, look down towards the floor, spinning through your back foot and make a big step forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, reaching your spine forward. And exhale, open the chest. Left arm up, twisting. And from here, big circle. Left arm reaching up into the sky. Lengthen to the side of your face and reaching all the way to the front of the mat. And from here, lower your right knee down. Squeeze your thighs towards one another. Inhale, reaching your arms up towards the ceiling. Maybe even lean back with the head and with the heart. And exhale, as you're reaching forward, suck your belly in, begin to straighten. Left leg, toes point up, fingertips down. Inhale, reaching your heart forward. Pull your mat towards your right foot. And then exhale, folding. Relax your jaw, relax your neck, relax your face. One last time, inhale, lengthen forward. And exhale, folding deeply. And from here, inhaling and forward, stepping and lifting your right knee. And exhale, lean forward until you float. Right foot, push through your right heel and push your left, or left heel, push your left butt away from your front body. Reach your right big toe back and reach your spine, your whole head forward longer. And exhale, folding. Maybe squeeze your right bum to lift the leg even higher. From here, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend your right knee round the spine, knee into your face. Push down, push your left foot, push your fingertips, suck your belly, your right thigh even higher. And from here, begin to straighten your right leg, let it hover. Spread your foot as you step it down. Take 2 deep breaths to settle in. If it helps, maybe even taking some lift flutters or like horse sounds, like and from here, bend your knees deeply and slowly roll into chair pose. Inhale, arms forward and up. And exhale, this time, chest down, squeeze your elbows together first and spread your arms. Inhale, press down through your heels. Keep your shoulder blades squeezed in. You reach your arms out and up, lengthen and look up, hug the sky as you look. And exhale, open your arms, soften your knees, and slowly squeezing your back body as you fall. Fingertips in front of the toes. Inhale, pull the mat towards yourself, lengthen the heart forward, and your neck is long. And exhale, suck your belly in, lift your back of the bum as you fold. Head down towards the floor. This time, inhale, soften your knees, pull the mat, lengthen the spine forward. And exhale, hands down, step back, downward facing dog once again. Inhale, lift your heels, squeeze the thigh round forward. And exhale, halfway for a moment before you lower your hips, toes back. Inhale, lift and squeeze your shoulder, hands forward and up. And exhale, folding, chest, shoulder, neck, and face. Hands down, inhale, pushing down, lift into a tiny little bigger cobra. Next, look over your right shoulder, rolling, land your left hip. Press down, reach your shoulder away from the face, soften your left knee in order to lift up, right arm into the sky. Squeeze your shoulder blade and hover your right knee in towards the ceiling. Inhale, right here. And exhale, right hand down, rolling and lifting into the middle, and jump your right knee in towards your right armpit. Inhale, push back and up. Your right foot straight up into the sky. Exhale, bend your right knee this time, crossing your right knee towards your left side. Cross this foot outside of the left hip. And from here, coming onto the edge of your left foot, toes pointing to the long side of the mat. Push your arm forward, lift the side body and lift your left arm up. Bend your elbows, squeeze the back of your heart. If this feels good, stay. Same principle, right? Pushing your right hand away from you and your shoulders lifting back away from the front of the mat. Maybe this is good, squeeze your inner thighs. Or maybe you straighten your right foot forward. And imagine you're trying to squeeze your right thigh super high into the sky. And from here, looking forward and up, reaching your left arm over the side of your face before you reach it down to the floor. From here, lifting the heel around the spine. And we'll navigate to the opposite side. Heels pointing to the left, bend the knees. Push your shoulder back, squeeze the side of your body and lift your right knee high. And lift your right arm high. And from here, just like we did in the beginning, big step. Slowly keeping your right arm as high as you can the whole time. Your right foot to the front of the mat. Woo. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, twisting. Inhale right here. And exhale, reaching your arms over the side of your face, lengthening long and down to the top of the mat. Left knee down. Inhale, squeeze your legs and come up. Low lunge. And exhale, this time, lift your left knee off of the floor. And take an inhale, squeeze your legs towards one another and feel the length coming from the bottom of your spine. And then exhale, reach your arms forward as you straighten your right leg once again. Fingertips long and all the way. Phew, top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine, stick your butt back and up. And exhale as you fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, lean forward, stepping, press your right on the float, your left leg high. And keep pushing your right butt away from you, lengthen the spine, away from the toes. Exhale, this time push your fingers, right foot down, and hover your left foot above the floor and circle your legs super high. And step. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees, inhale, reaching into a chair pose, arms in towards the sky. And exhale, squeeze your elbows, shoulder blades together, chest towards the thigh. Keep that. Lift your toes, press your heels. Use your back of the bum to come up. Keep your shoulder blades squeezing and hug the sky with your arms. Inhale. And exhale, open your arms, squeeze your back body, curving through the spine as you soften your knees and fold. Fingertips in front of the toes. Inhale, pull the mat hard forward. And exhale, folding, relax your neck, relax your jaw. This time, inhale forward. Exhale, press the hands and walk back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your toes, squeeze the thigh around the spine, forward, high plank. Exhale, halfway, hover, hips down, roll. Inhale, little cobra, hands up off the floor. And exhale, chest forward, shoulder. Inhale, press down, lifting, little higher cobra. And exhale, look over your left shoulder, rolling right side of the body. Bending both of your knees slightly. Left foot in front, press that your foot and you come up. Inhale, side of the body, left arm up into the sky, maybe even lifting your left knee high. Exhale, staying here for a moment. And from here, look down to the floor, softly landing your left hand down, lift the back heel. Take an inhale right here. And exhale, knee in towards your left armpit. Inhale, push back and up, three-legged downward dog, left leg up. And exhale, knee this time, right armpit. And crossing the foot, side the thigh, rolling opposite edge of the foot. Right heel landing, toes pointing to the right. Bend your knees, stick your butt to give you a little bit more space. Draw your belly and suck your chest up. Maybe lifting your right arm, right elbow. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Stay, or maybe release the foot and kick it forward. Whenever you want to run away, you're feeling the quiver, stay there. And slowly right hand down to the floor. Lifting your right knee in towards the chest. And opposite side one more time. Right heel down, squeeze your bum, lift your left knee, left leg, left arm, look up. One more inhale right here. And exhale, slow breath that step. Your left foot to the front of the mat. Whee. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. And exhale, open the chest, left arm, twisting. And slowly releasing your hands back down, right knee down. Inhale, squeeze your legs and come up, arms into the sky. And exhale, stay here, draw your belly in. And keep pulling your right thigh forward, left hip back. And from here, sinking your hip as low as you can, lift your right knee off of the floor. Take inhale, lengthen the spine away from the pelvis. And exhale, reaching your spine forward as you straighten left leg. Fingertips down towards the ground. Inhale, lengthen the spine and stick your butt back behind you. And exhale, folding deeply. One more inhale. And exhale. And this time, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, leaning forward and float your right foot off of the floor. Keep pressing, lengthen the spine away from the toe. And exhale, press down, hover your right foot just above the floor for 3, for 2, and your right foot back down. Take an inhale, bend your knees, lengthen the spine forward. And exhaling as you fold. This time, inhale, lengthen the spine forward. And exhale, bending both of your knees and sit onto your hips. And from here, without stopping and pausing, hug your knees in towards your chest. Maybe even use your hands to hug behind the thighs. And use that, pull your arms back and down, lift your chest. Maybe even lifting one foot off of the floor. Maybe lifting both of your feet off of the floor. Press your feet together, inner thigh together, organized. And release your arms forward if that makes sense for you. Take inhale, lift your chest up and pluck your arms back towards the back of your heart. And exhale, kick your feet forward as you slowly round halfway down. From here, we're just gonna rock like a boat for 3, 2, and inhale, lifting high up, arms up. Inhale, so feet together, press your heels forward, round, rock for 3, for 2, and for 1. Inhale, last time, lift super high. And exhale, kick your feet round the spine for 3, rocking like a boat, for 2, for 1. Inhale, lifting super high. And exhale, press your feet into the floor. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your spine, lift your arms. And exhale, press into your big toes and slowly roll down all the way. And paying attention especially to the place you don't want to stay. For me, it's right here. So we're going to stay right where we don't want to stay for 3, for 2, and slowly releasing yourself all the way down to the floor. And as your back drop into the floor, notice where, what, how. Maybe even straighten your legs, letting your heels, the back of your thigh, to relax down. Making way so that your shoulders, your arms are taking up all the space that it deserves. Notice when your body drops into stillness completely.
feeling any area that you were holding on before. And now allowing to let go. Feeling the areas that relaxes first, the easiest. And are there some places that you're trying to hold on? Maybe even invite those breaths to go those places. And open your mouth with a sigh. And feeling your body dropping deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Notice when your body stops moving. What about your mind, your head? What kind of speed is it in right now? As your breath starting to go slower and slower, can you allow your mind to slow down as well? If you have time, I encourage you to stay a little bit longer, a few minutes. If you need to leave, you need to get up, slowly rolling, moving your body until you roll onto your side body. Pausing a moment there. And softly press yourself up. Find a sitting position. Noticing where, how, in what way are you here right now? as you inhale, lifting your arms straight up into the sky and take a big stretch with your upper body. Next, bringing your arms forward in front of your legs, staying up or fold. And feeling yourself sealing in, hugging in all that you've created. I thank you for carving up time to practice today. I commend you for the courage that you have to go on every day, even though sometimes it can be difficult. Namaste.